What's going on, everybody? Today I'm back with a brand new Euro 2020 fantasy football video, and today I'll be discussing my first Euro 2020 draft. So as you can see, here's my current line-out, which will probably be changed 100 more times from here till the 11th of June. But let's start off with my draft. So on goals, at the moment I've picked Stecklenburg, as Cillessen, the number one Dutch goalie, has been ruled out over COVID issues. So I think he's a bargain at 4.5 million, but it's also risky as it's between him and Tim Krul. Tim Krul has been playing the last few games. He even played the friendly game last night, but a lot of rumours are saying Stecklenburg will start in goals. Netherlands have a nice group, and there's lots of potential for clean sheets for the Netherlands. They play Ukraine in the first game, and they also have North Macedonia and Austria. And as my sub goalkeeper, I've picked Hydraki, which will be a lot of people's sub goalkeeper. There's definitely better goalkeeper options among the other picks, but Hydraki should play all games for Finland, and on the day he could even return some points. So yeah, for only 4 million, he's definitely a bargain here as a sub goalkeeper. But if I get more news on Stecklenburg, I will either transfer him out or keep him, depending. So let's move on to my defenders. And the three I currently have starting at the moment. First one is Pau Torres for Spain. He's 4.5 million. He's expected to play consistently throughout the tournament, and with Spain among the odds-on favourites to keep the most clean sheets, he makes it onto the watch list. And match day 1, Spain play Sweden, so there's a high chance of a clean sheet here. Spain also play Slovakia and Poland in their groups, so they have a lovely group and definitely potential for clean sheets. My next defender is Kjaer for Denmark. He's a nailed-on starter. He's the team captain. Nice first fixture versus Finland. Denmark are very well organised. In their last 17 competitive games, they've kept 13 clean sheets. So that's a big stat from Denmark. They also play Russia and Belgium in their group, so there's a chance they could qualify out of their group. And now my third starting defender that I've picked is Alioski for North Macedonia. Some people might say he plays with a weak team, but North Macedonia recently beat Germany, and also in their group are Ukraine and Austria, which are beatable, and the Netherlands. Alioski plays as a wing back. He's their penalty taker, which is a serious asset. He got an assist in their last friendly game versus Slovenia. So for 4.5 million, I don't think you can go wrong with Alioski. And now my backup defenders. First up, I have Denayer. He plays Russia in his first game for Belgium, and they also have Finland and Denmark in their group, so lots of potential here again for clean sheets. He's cheap at 4.5 million. He's a nailed-on Belgium starter in defence, and Belgium should go a long way in the tournament, so at 4.5 million, he's very good value. And now on to my fifth and final defender that I've picked. I've gone with Wijnal for Netherlands. At the moment, he's their preferred left back, and after recently returning 2 clean sheets and 2 assists in their opening 3 games of the World Cup qualifiers. So again, for 4.5 million, you cannot go wrong. And as you can see, all my defenders are 4.5 million here, so I've gone very cheap at the back to obviously free some cash for my midfielders and especially my forwards. So now we move on to my midfield. My first midfielder is Christian Eriksen for Denmark. He's been directly involved in 59 goals in 106 appearances for Denmark, 36 goals and 23 assists, so it's no surprise that he's often regarded as their main important player. And of course, up first for Denmark, they play Finland. And of course, Eriksen will be on corners, free kicks and penalties as well, which is a huge bonus. Up first they play Finland. They also have Russia and Denmark in their group. Russia and Belgium in their group. So once again, Denmark can qualify, and with Ericsson on all these set pieces, for 9 million, I think he's very good value. And my next midfielder, Fernan Torres for Spain. The main question here is, will he start? I think he will. He's classified as a midfielder, but often used as a wing forward up top, which saw him bag a hat-trick against Germany in November, and recently also won for Man City against Newcastle. And with Spain's group, up first they play Sweden, then they have Slovakia and Poland, so they have a lovely group. They should top it, and I can see lots of goals for Spain, and Fernan Torres can be their main threat. And for 8 million, once again, it's a bargain, if he starts, of course. Up next, I have Mason Mount for 7 million. And up first, they play Croatia. He's Chelsea's Player of the Year and one of Southgate's favourites. He's 2 goals and an assist in his last 4 games for England, and he should be a regular player this summer. And up first, England have Croatia. Then they also have Scotland and Czech Republic in their group. So once again, England have, and it's quite a tough group, but they should come out of it, and England should go a long way with their talent, and Mount should be right in the middle of things there, with assists and goals. And now my fourth midfielder, I've picked Alaba at 5.5 million. He's definitely the best player you can buy for 5.5 million as a midfielder anyway. And up first, they have North Macedonia. Alaba could be on penalties. He will be taking free kicks and corners. In the recent friendly game against England, he had 1 key pass, 1 chance created, 5 crosses, and he took 3 out of the 4 corners in that game. I don't think you'll find a better player at this price. And now we move on to my sub midfielder, and I've Tielemans for Belgium. He's a nailed on starter. They have a favourable group with Denmark, Finland and Russia. Up first they play Russia. In his last 7 starts he's got 2 goals and 2 assists. And also Belgium should go a long way, so that's the main reason why I have Tielemans here. And with De Bruyne out for the Russia game, Tielemans could be in the thick of things here. And now we move on to my 3 attackers. I have Ronaldo, Lukaku and Depay. Ronaldo's first game is up against Hungary, which should see a lot of goals for Portugal. Ronaldo's 29 goals and 3 assists for Juventus this season in Serie A. He's on penalties and free kicks, which is a huge bonus. His 11 goals in 8 games in qualifying for Portugal, and his 4 goals and 2 assists in his last 3 games against Hungary. He's quite expensive at 12 million, but I think he is a must-have. Up next, I have Lukaku. He's 11 million, again, quite expensive, but he's 24 goals and 11 assists this season in Serie A. He could be on penalties for Belgium. He's 7 goals and 4 assists in qualifying, and he's 1 goal and 1 assist in his last game against Russia. I think he'll be Belgium's main player, and he's on form this season, scoring lots of goals and getting lots of assists. And of course, he'll be my captain, as he'll be my first player actually playing in the first match day, as I don't have any Turkey or Italy players. So I have the captain's armband on Lukaku, which I will probably change to Depay when the substitution window is open, if Lukaku doesn't get a few goals or if I'm not happy with him. Then depending on Depay, if I'm not happy with him, I could change it to Fernan Torres. And then if I'm still not happy, it will be on Ronaldo against Hungary. And my third and final forward is Memphis Depay. He's 10 million. He's 20 goals and 12 assists in League 1 this season. His 13 goal contributions in 6 games in qualifying, 6 goals and 7 assists. He's on penalties, free kicks and corners, and his Netherlands' main attacking threat. I think he's nailed down on my team at the moment. And up first they play Ukraine. So there you go, guys. That's my first draft. And like I said, I will probably change this 100 times between here and the 11th of June. Some players I've left out are Harry Kane and Mbappe. Just with the price of them at the moment, I can't fit them in. And I have 3 premium strikers here, and I just prefer these 3 over Kane and Mbappe. It course, Mbappe is in the group of death. They play Portugal and Germany and Hungary also, so I'll probably be looking to bring Mbappe in, especially when they play Hungary. I'd love to have more Portuguese players for the first Hungarian game. Probably Cancelo and Jota if he starts. And I was just looking at the Turkey team, and I think they should do quite well. They play Italy, Switzerland and Wales. I'd love to have Yilmaz or Kalanghu, but unfortunately I'm trying to find a way to put them in my team, but I can't. I'd love Yilmaz up front, but I don't think I'll change these three strikers at the moment. I see lots of potential here for them. So there you go, guys. That's my roundup of my first draft. I'll be back next week with my final draft that I'll be sticking to for Euro 2020 Fantasy Football. If you like this video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be back with more Euro 2020 Fantasy Football content. Bye bye and have a good day.